Hi everybody, welcome back. Tony again here with Shinsho Yoga. And for this video, I would like to talk to you about a concept that I will often refer to as spiritual snake oil. There are no easy answers in spirituality. And anyone that tells you different is selling you spiritual snake oil. If you're younger and don't know what that is, that's an old term from the Old West in America. Snake oil was the cure-all remedy. There would be traveling salesmen that would go around and sell snake oil and say, oh, this is an ancient Indian remedy. It'll serve anything, and primarily alcohol or whatever garbage they threw in it. It didn't do anything. And the same thing goes in our world today, right? There are those in the spiritual community that sell snake oil. There's a lot of them. Especially I see it on social media. I never try to be critical of people if I can avoid it, or at least go online and do that, but I see it a lot, and I don't want people to be fooled by that. There are no easy answers in spirituality. There's none. None. It all takes work. It all takes effort. It all takes discipline, right? The practices that will serve you are the oldest practices in the book that have been around 2,000, 2,500, 7,000 years. Yoga dates back close to 7,000 years, right? 5,000 to 7,000 years ago. That was before records were available, so they're not exactly sure, but it's a minimum of 5,000. Buddhism dates back 2,500 years ago, and it comes from yoga, right? All of these practices that truly serve you, the ones that are really going to make the difference in your life, are these ancient practices that are very difficult. They're not easy. In our day and age, everybody comes up with some new way. They're trying to make a quick buck, and they want to do it in a way. I don't even understand why in spirituality they do it, because why pick that avenue to do it? I've known many people who've done that. People who sell meditation DVDs, and and they go on about, this will change your life and this and that. And it's a guided meditation, which is fine, but if it's not a formal disciplined practice when it comes to meditation, and not something that you could do in the middle of Times Square at the busiest day, it's not going to serve you. At least not for very long. And as I always tell people when it comes to things like meditation, your practice has to be portable. It can't be something that, if you're in your boss's office and you're in a struggle and you're having an argument about something and you're getting all worked up, and you go, hold on a minute. And you leave and you go put in your headphones and you listen to your meditative CD or DVD or download for 20 minutes and then come back and go, okay, now I'm ready. You have to be able to do it right there, right then. You have to be able to fall into your practice. It has to run in the background, right? You have to be able to do it at any time. But that's hard. That's very difficult to do those things. And a lot of people don't want to do that because it's hard. So people find ways to say, just do this, and it's easier. Those won't serve you. Trust me, I've tried. I've tried lots of different things. Do this, do that. People want easy answers. A lot of people I've found want, for lack of better terms, smoke blown up their ass. They do not want the honest truth. I have done, at one of the studios I used to work at, I did a spirit animal meditation for students there. I would do a workshop. And it was very interesting, the people that I would get for this workshop. The people that came to this workshop were all looking for easy answers, and I've seen this more online. It comes to spirit animals, right? I can't tell you what yours is. No one can tell you what yours is. You have to see the animal yourself, right? And there is a meditation to help guide you. It is a guided meditation to see it. But if you are not in a place to see it, the animal will not reveal itself to you. You have to be in that place mentally, spiritually, physically for the animal to reveal itself to you. Otherwise, it's just wasted. That's the way spirit animals work. That's part of the power that you have. And if you're not ready to hear or see that power, it's not going to be revealed to you. But a lot of people came in, and even though I would explain in these advertisements for these that I can't give you an answer, they would come in and they'd be like, well, I think my spirit animal is a butterfly. My grandmother always loved butterflies, and she always called me her little butterfly, and she would give me butterflies, so my spirit animal is a butterfly. No, it's not. That's not how it works. My spirit animal is a barn owl. Barn owl. I don't have any affiliation for a barn owl, right? I've always been a cat person. Cats are my favorite. I love all kinds of cats. Big cats, house cats. Cats are fascinating predators to me. I think they're just amazing animals. I love cats, right? I have a cat, I've always had cats, right? So I figured, well, I'll go in and my spirit animal will be a lion. My spirit animal will be a tiger. No, it's a barn owl, right? But when you read up about what a barn owl is, then I start to understand how it applies to my life and why my spirit animal is a barn owl. Right? Video here isn't about spirit animals, it's about spiritual snake oil. People who give you easy answers don't know what they're talking about, and it's a scam. My father was an astrologer. Okay, used to do charts, right? Not what you would read in the newspaper, or not those. When I was a boy, they used to have these little scrolls that you could buy, from either like a little vending machine, or you'd be at the convenience store and they'd have them. They're say, I'm Leo, so I'd be like, oh, Dad, let me get the Leo scroll, and I'd read it, and it would be the most generic thing in the world. I'm like, Daddy, I don't understand. He goes, because this isn't real. Your actual astrological chart has to be drawn up by an astrologer. He needs to know a certain amount of information from you and has to be interpreted by that astrologer. And that's the key point, is the interpretation of the astrology. That requires an experienced and knowledgeable astrologer to understand what it is. Same thing goes with tarot. My cousin does tarot, right? And often when I go to visit her, she'll practice on me because she has to practice. And, I'll have her do readings for me. And it's, you can look at the cards and go, this is a 7 of cups, but it's in reverse. And she can look in the book, but that doesn't necessarily, that's just, okay, well, it says this. How does that apply to you? She has to be able to interpret it, how it goes with the rest of the cards, and how it applies to what she knows about me. It's not a blanket. So if anybody says, I saw this tarot, this and that, and this means this, or I read my horoscope in the newspaper today, and it said that I'm going to be lucky, I always like butterflies. That's my spirit animal. No, that's not how any of that works. The true power to get from all of these things requires knowledge, discipline, and practice. Discipline. The practice has to be disciplined. Whenever I see, now I see ads for yoga where they go, here's your 20-minute, and I have some 20-minute videos I do, but they're just little short things. I don't sell them to anybody as, hey, this is what you do. It's just a way to squeeze in some practice if you need something. But they'll go, do these 5 postures a day and you'll get rid of all your problems. Do the same thing even in surfing. I surf and I see these guys that go, here's the stretch for your hips that will fix your hips if you're having hip mobility issues. Who are you talking to, a 21-year-old or that 60-year-old who's trying to learn to surf? Because that 21-year-old does not have the same amount of damage in their hips as that 60-year-old, and it's going to take a lot more than that one little stretch to fix it. There are no easy answers in life. There are no easy answers in spirituality. Anybody who tries to tell you that is selling you snake oil. Okay? It requires discipline, it requires study, and it requires effort. Right? You're never going to find, those ads. Ancient secret from India or China that's been hidden for 2,000 years that'll fix your life. No, none of these answers are hidden. Yoga is not hidden. Meditation is not hidden. Those are your answers. You just have to, you want answers? I'll tell you how you get answers. Quiet your mind. You quiet your mind long enough, you will hear the answers. That comes from meditation. Find yourself a formal and disciplined practice. Practice it consistently. Your answers will come. Have a consistent yoga practice. Practice it mindfully. Your answers will come. Nobody has your answer except you, and any quick and easy answer is just snake oil. So, little intense, maybe for today, I don't know. But as always, I appreciate you tuning in and listening to me rant on. So, just remember to let your thoughts arise, pass by, return to your breath. Over and over and over. As always. Thanks again for watching. Namaste.